Okay, so what I want to do today is I want to test a new feature that we've recently added, which is basically import recipe from a YouTube video. So if you're basically going and I'm gonna take one of Jamie Oliver's 50-minute recipes and 50-minute meals. And I wanna, oh, sorry guys, and I wanna do these. I want to skip, yeah, I want to actually copy these. And so this is the quick beef stroganoff. Let's just put this link in here and see what happens. Okay, so while it loads, I'm gonna actually try to watch this recipe. Maybe not. I don't know if he has. I don't know if he has the recipe here. Yes, actually he has it summarized. Interesting. I wonder if, so for the YouTube stuff, we're using we're using Gemini's, we're using Google's model, obviously, which supports only YouTube, but it's supposed to be specialized in these. Let me just mute it. It's a 50-minute video, so I don't know exactly if it's. Well, let's see. Okay, let's see. So here we have ingredients. Pickle rice, pickle rice, the ingredients in here, and we actually have the recipe right here. Oh, the page is not. Oh no, sorry, that's something else. Links from the video, music. Is this recipe actually somewhere else? This is no, you can watch the whole series here. I want to see if the recipe Mexican tomato soup is here. No, I wanted to see if this recipe was actually somewhere. And I'm curious whether this is using. Okay, so it's actually. I'm curious whether it's using the description or not, because that's actually an interesting one. So essentially we have what for the rice, for the pickle, for the stroganoff. It's definitely not just fully using that, right? Because it's taken. So let's see. Maybe yes, right? Because I mean, it definitely uses it uses the same language, right? A handful of gherkins, small red onions, there's pickling vinegar. Oh, look at these. No, actually, it's definitely, it's interesting. Of pickling vinegar from the gherkin. Let's see if we find where he says that. Does he say that at some point?
Load in these lovely gherkins and the onions. Rattle it through. Nice. Take some of this pickling vinegar. That's got spice.
Actually, that's it. He is actually talking about the vinegar, and it's not really mentioning it here, right? Not for the rice, not for these, and not here. Olive oil, garlic. Okay, so it's definitely not using just these. It's actually really. It's probably using the transcript, because I'm assuming Google has all the transcripts, so I don't even think Google is looking at the video really. But it seems like it's actually quite good, because it's saying prepare the parsley onion pickle using a food processor with a slicer attachment set to fine. Slice the gherkins and red onions. Transfer the sliced gherkins to the bowl. Add the pickling vinegar and a pinch of salt.
A little pinch of salt. And add to this a little parsley. Finely slice the stalks. They're sweet, they're crunchy.
I don't know, actually. I realized I probably shouldn't show that video, because I don't know if it's gonna get copyright a copyright strike, but we'll try. I now just realized that maybe I shouldn't show much of the video unless I don't want them to complain. But I think it's done. I think it's doing even a better job than these, right? Because this description here is missing at least that. And if I just now ask it for an image, let's see what it does actually. Okay. I'm not so happy with the descriptions. This is something that I definitely don't want to have. it tags Jamie Oliver. That is something that we might want to avoid, actually. Just because we want these recipes to be inspired versions, right? We don't want these recipes to be like one-to-one copies. And we don't want to falsely attribute people that then think that we're stealing the recipes from them, because that's not the point. That doesn't make any sense. Okay. Cool. That's good. And I think that it's doing cook the mushrooms, combine mushrooms and pickle, prepare the cook. I'm gonna leave it here. I don't want to actually. I probably have to actually review these off video because I don't want to. Sadly, I can't. I don't think I should be showing all the video. But anyway, you get the gist of it. I actually can get it from YouTube, from a YouTube video. And it should actually work. So I'm gonna go ahead and publish this one, and I'm gonna go and create another one from a short. I'm gonna say basically Spanish omelet recipe, and then we're gonna look for shorts. I think it also works for shorts. It should work for shorts too.
Today I'm cooking Spanish omelette.
So,
It's easy and simple to make.
create another recipe, YouTube video.
Take 3 eggs and beat with salt and pepper and keep it aside.
See what it
Take
does.
2 small sized potato and 1 big onion and slice it. Cook onion and potato in olive oil, remove excess oil and add into egg mixture.
The latency is always an interesting question here, right? Because these models are obviously not the fastest. And for those who want to know, we're using Open Router under the hood for these, right? So we have access to all those models, and we're just playing with a.
It's simply delicious.
But it's trickier than you think to actually get the whole thing right in terms of the formatting and the expectation of the quality of the stuff you get back.
Easy and simple to make.
But I think it's at a point where all these AI powered recipe creation tools just make a lot of sense.
And keep it aside.
Ah, damn it! I want to say, because the thing is, it shouldn't take longer than watching the video. This is definitely a good thing to think about. It shouldn't actually take longer than watching the video, right? So for a short, which is 59 seconds long, that's definitely taking too much. For the 15 minutes one, it was good because it actually took just a few seconds, but that's definitely taking too much. Maybe there's something else going on under the hood. Anyway, we'll keep working on improving these tools, but as you can see, AI, I think, is at a point where it's just pretty good at these things. Okay, I'll go ahead and publish this one if it works well. If not, then I'll just retry again in my next video. That's going to be a short one.
And cook it other side.
It's definitely taking longer than these. And my assumption is
It's simply delicious.
that there's actually something going on. Yes. Okay.
Today I'm cooking
There's something going on that I need to look at. But that's good for testing. Cool. Thank you. See you in the next video. We're building this up slowly and testing. That's the point of the whole series. Thank you.